Welcome to online classes. I am here in the third recording. Before explanation in the third recording against the story The Flight of Icarus, I'll refer 3 or 4 sentences as a continuation. Then he let the wax cool and became solid again. To his delight, when he attached the wings to his shoulders, he could feel the wind trying to lift him into the air. Immediately he set to work to make a second pair of Icarus for Icarus. Now we'll start explanation in this third recording. Daedalus was sure that he and his son could jump from the tower and fly across the water. Here is the explanation 1. Daedalus was assured that he and his son Icarus could leap from the tower and hover over the water. Explanation 2. Daedalus was decided that he and his son Icarus could bound from the tower and wheel beyond the water. Explanation 3. Daedalus was secured that he and his son Icarus could bounce from the tower and traverse over the water. Next sentence from the book. When they were ready to leave the leap, Daedalus gave the boy some advice. When Daedalus and his son Icarus were prepared themselves to go away from the island, Daedalus advised his son some tips. When Daedalus and his son, it is the second explanation. When Daedalus and his son Icarus were organized to evacuate themselves from the Crete island where they were kept as prisoners, Daedalus guided his son some suggestions. Explanation 3. When Daedalus and his son Icarus were arranged to set up the island Crete where they were kept as a convicted persons, Daedalus directed his son some important facts. Now from the book. If you fly too low, the spray from the waves will make your wings wet and heavy. But if you fly too high, the heat from the sun will melt the wax that gathers together. Here is the explanation. Daedalus advised him guidelines as follows. Here, he should not hover too low. If so, his artificial wing should soak the foam of the waves of the sea. It is part 2 of the explanation 1. He should not hover too high. If so, by the heat of the sun, wax should be softened and all the feathers come close together. Explanation 2. Here also 2 parts there. Daedalus commanded him some instruction as follows. 2 instruction is there. First is, he should not wheel too low. If he did so, his fins should absorb moist from the waves of the sea water. Now, second option, he should not glide too high. If he did so, the wax of his feathers shall be melted by the heat of the sun rays. As a result, his all feathers shall be accumulated. Explanation number 3, there is also two options. Daedalus instructed his son as follows. He should not filt too low. If he did so, then he should fall in trouble. His artificial wings would be dampened from the spray of the wave of the sea water. The second option, he should not fly too high. If he did so, he should fall in trouble. The paraffin means wax. The paraffin of his artificial wings should be liquefied and the artificial feathers should be close together. That is the end of this lecture.